Welcome back, I am Dr. Ruckus, and today we're playing DIMIR Fairies in Diamond Wilds of Eldraine Standard. Is this deck busted? No, not even close. If you YouTube search DIMIR Fairies, every single thumbnail will say, this deck's crazy, it's busted, I can't believe it, Fairies. But yeah, this deck is not that good. It's okay. You can go 50-50 with this deck, absolutely, but it's kind of crazy to see what other people are running and claiming that it's busted. Like, let's take a look at some of the cards we got. Fairy Dream Thief. 1 mana, 1/1 flyer, enters battlefield, survive 1. Okay, that's okay. 3 mana, exile from the graveyard, draw a card, lose life. That's incredibly slow. Mono red, mono white will absolutely run you over all day with this card. Likeness Looter. 2 mana, 1/1 flyer. Tap it, draw a card, discard a card. Again, just get absolutely steamrolled by anything red or white. Then you can pay X, become a copy of something graveyard, but like, what cards are in the graveyard you want to become a copy of? Why are you paying X to copy them? Why don't you just play them normally? Are things even in the graveyard? Are they just exiled off a Sunfall anyway? Like, what are we doing with this card? Not worth the slot. You're just going to get steamrolled. Talian's Messenger is like a worse version of Rafine. I will say you do get the +1 counter even if you discard a land, but you don't get to stack it in multiples. Whenever you attack with one or more fairies, draw a card. It's not a card for each of those attacking creatures. So underrated, right? You play it, you attack with something, you get a +1 counter, and the next turn you attack again, you get another +1 counter. So you finally worked your way up to a 3 mana 3/3 worth of value. Yeah, probably not worth it. Let's see, what else do we get here? Oh man, okay, this card's the only card I actually want to play. Spellscorn's Coven, take it back. 3 mana instant return target spell to its owner's hand. Pretty sweet. Comes with a 4 mana 2/3 body. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. That card looks sweet. I would love to play it. It's hard to find space for it, but this card actually looks sweet. And lastly, Talion, the Kindly Lord. God, that's a weird fair name. 4 mana 3/4. Yeah, it's got some cool effects. If your opponent was going to target it and you name the mana value right, they lose 2 life and you draw a card. That's very cool. But is it better than Sheldred? No, because you need Sheldred. Because Sheldred is the only thing that separates you from life and death when you're playing against any aggro deck. So what we actually have here is not a fairy deck so much as the pre-existing blue-black flyers deck with Gix to draw you cards with a little bit of things tweaked around it, because there are actually some decent cards. Actually, the only real decent card is Fairy Fencing. I'll switch the camera here a second. Fairy Fencing, X and a black. Target creature gets -X until end of turn, so if you don't have any fairies around, you can just use that mode, perfectly acceptable. That creature gets an additional -3/-3 until end of turn if you controlled a fairy as you cast a spell. That's great. That's extremely cheap premium removal, and you can always upscale it by paying more on X, and you're probably going to have a fairy around. So this is actually an excellent card. That is worth playing. Ego Drain. Ooh, oh man, it's so tough because you have to find space to do all the things without getting run over by aggro, which is most of the meta, but damn, this card is sexy. 1 mana sorcery, target opponent reveals their hand, you choose a non-land card from it, that player discards that card. If you don't control a fairy, you have to exile a card from your hand yourself, which you can take that option, it's just not ideal. But the reason these cards get even better is when you play them with Halo Forager, a 3 mana 3/1, which I think really does make the deck. It's a flyer. When it enters the battlefield, you can pay X. When you do, cast target instant or sorcery from mana value X from your graveyard without paying its mana cost, because you already paid the X. Playing out Ego Drain and then playing out Halo Forager and recasting Ego Drain is devastating. Look at their hand, take their best 2 cards and just get rid of them. That is an extremely strong play pattern and also plays well with Cut Down or Fairy Fencing. So that package right there is very solid. I would love to play more Ego Drain. I'm basically running 8 creature removal spells and then 4 counter spells / hand drain effects off the Ego Drain and the Spell Stunner. It's really sexy when you pull off Ego Drain with Halo Forager, but it's hard to justify that many copies because, again, what are you doing against mono red? They already have all their stuff on the battlefield. You take things from your hand, you're a sad boy. So there's some balance there to be struck. The rest of the deck is, it's okay. You got Gix on 3. I think you absolutely want to be running 4 copies of this guy. All your flyers are essentially unblockable for the most part, which means everything you have on the battlefield can get in for damage and draw you extra cards, draw you into more removal spells or more counter spells. So that's really what you want to be doing with the deck. Play some flyers out, Gix down, draw some cards, play out Halo Forager, recycle some of your 1-drop either removal or hand hate. In terms of flyers, Sleep Curse Fairy is okay. It does stay tapped for a long time, again, against any aggro deck, but a 1 mana 3/3 body does hit hard. It's got Ward 2, so it's going to stick around. Nobody's going to want to target this thing. They're just going to let it sit there. And against someone who doesn't know what this card is doing, you can pay 2 to untap it and block something. That's only after all the stun counters have been removed, but that is a cute way to surprise someone. And if you don't have anything better to do on your turn, you can pay 2 and remove one of the stun counters early. Obiara Dreaming Duelist is okay. 2 mana 2/2 flash flyer. When it enters the battlefield, whenever another fairy enters battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life. It's okay. There aren't. This is a fairy deck, but we're not spamming the battlefield. It's not like fairy tokens. Like we don't have like 10 little 1/1 tokens entering the battlefield and pinging the opponent. This is a little extra value, makes it hit maybe more like a 2-mana 3/2 flyer, which is actually quite good. It is legendary, and you do want a lot of fairies on the battlefield to make your spell stutter more expensive. So I just have one of these in here and 3 Fairy Vandals. If you're drawing cards off the Gix, this card can get pretty big. Fairy Mastermind again, another flash flyer. You could probably run 2 of these and take one of these guys out. And then Shelly on top. I would love to try out Talion. I would love to fit in the Spell Scorn Coven somewhere, but the truth is that this card just stops mono red. And so you need it. You need 4 copies, and I would love to run more fairies in there, but if you're going to be playing the strategy and losing life off of Gix to draw extra cards, you're going to get pretty low, and you need a way to turn it around, and Sheldred stabilizes the board and nets you life every turn and drains the opponent. It just does so many things that I think you have to play it in here. So that's the deck. If you disagree, leave some comments. Tell me I'm wrong. Let me hear what you have to say, but that's my take on it. And if you want to support the channel, just watch the whole video to the end. Let's dive right in. On the draw, we can try this. Shubil, so cute. Fast land 1-drop. That does get around the ward. Well, I guess we can flash in the Duelist this turn. Double Cell next turn. It's nice to get these guys ticking earlier. Alright, try this. They could make Spirit. There is some stick here. They do. It's okay. Mastermind. I think we'll try the Mastermind. Are they going to draw a second card this turn? Maybe not. All right. Slowly moving along here. If they depopulate, I'll just cry. Void Rend. Can they pay the ward too? This card cannot be countered, which means that ward does not actually counter it. Gix is good. It's just not enough yet. Maybe we play it next turn, flash in the fairy this turn. Okay. Sack a creature. Honestly, I think we could lose this thing. It's not attacking right now anyway. I think you try to get the Mastermind in there with Gix. Alright, so opponent has gone 1 for 1 with us all game. If we can land Gix, it's actually pretty big. Spell Stutter's good, but I think we move. More stick. Let's see what they got. Hits the battlefield. Did I let it go off? They do. All right. We now inch ahead. 1 draw at a time. No lands, though. And no counterspell for Spell Stutter. Let's see if they have a sweep. They don't. Okay, keep pressing forward here. We have the counterspell, the Spell Stutter. Draw 2. All right, really start to inch away now. All right. I think you just hold the counter here. Nothing else needs to be done. I think you hold the counter for, we don't have that many fairies, though. We have 1 fairy. I guess you let that go. They have to know we have the counter. That's got to be on their mind. Emperor now. We're able to counter that. I think you do. 2+1 for each fairy you control. So they can either kill the fairy, they don't have enough mana to pay the tax, or they can let it go. They can't do everything though. They have a negate. That's pretty good. All right, fair enough. So they remove the Gix, and we can attack it down with the Mastermind. Oh, that's so good here. That's so freaking good. We take everything in the hand and get it back with the Forger. Ego Drain. There's Farewell, and then get ready for the other card. You're about to scoop. I think we're gonna see the scoop here. X equals 1. Auto pay. Get it back. Hit him again. Take it. Yeah. Yeah. That's where the money's at. It's really good. That sequence, Halo Forager into the double Duress, is really quite good. 7 and 8. They don't give up yet. Don't know how useful our cards are going to be for them, though. We have a Shelly at the ready. Sure. Mass round of their own. Easy pick with cut down before they declare blocks. And we'll run out the Shelly. Don't need to have each player draw a card. We're ahead right now. Down to 8. If you top deck a sweeper, I'll be mad. Save an insight. Okay, that's alright. None of our cards are that good for them. We have removal for creatures. Yeah. Yep, the Forager, double duress is really good. On the draw, this hand looks okay. Lord Thanos on mono blue. Okay. Can we afford to get rid of anything? Man, we can almost get rid of the Vandal. I guess we'll play the Vandal next turn. It's close. That card's pretty good. We'll end here. Oh, farmhand. All right. I feel less pressure. Man, what do we have to kill in this deck? There's not a whole lot. I think it's okay to burn this here. We don't have a fairy, though. All right. So we'll flash in the Vandal on their turn. We want Ego Drain and then run it back with Halo Forager. That's what you really want here. Azorius control with a lot of basics. Okay, yeah, I mean, I'll take this block. It looks like a free block to me. It is, in fact, a free block. Revelry. Okay. Cool. So we could Gix and start drawing. Ego Drain takes the Emperor now, though. I think Ego Drain is not that bad. Drawing is so good, though. Oh, man. I think we can't not draw here. Okay. And it's 2-3. I think that's the way. We'll try to Ego Drain this coming turn. Alright, they hit their land, so they can Emperor this turn. It's pretty weird. Is there anything at all in blue-whites? They're just going to sweep, is what that means. I think we're going to see depopulate here. Yeah, there's depopulate. Okay, we press on, though. Yeah, you want to Ego Drain and then Halo Forager next turn and get it back. Is what we want to be doing here. So we can play the Vandal now, I guess. And Ego Drain. I think it's going to be pretty good. And then run it back next turn. Okay, what's in that hand? Oh, baby. Sweeper Central. Wow. Okay. I think you definitely take the Teferi here. And try to counter some sweepers. Interesting. Okay, let's see if they just sweep here because they have nothing better to do, or they wait. Okay. Union. I guess we can -3 you. Seems reasonable. And we can Halo Stutter the next thing, and if we hit land, maybe Halo Forager and take the last one. Okay, so we'll Stutter this turn. And then take the last one next turn. Opponent's at 21. It's not like it's the game over, but if we get through all the sweepers, they don't have that many in the deck, right? Yeah, so here's the first round. Counter target spell. Have to pay 2 + 1 for each fairy you control. And now we run back to Halo Forager. It's going to be sweet right here. X = 1, take action. Auto pay. Go get Ego Drain. Yeah, super nice. Yep. Yep. Go get the Sunfall. Silver Scrutiny's not a bad card to have, though. Still, I think that's most of their sweepers, right? They probably run 2 Depopulate, 2 Sunfall. How many can they really fit in the deck? Yeah, you better draw. But how many sweepers do you have left? Alright, we're kind of running out of gas here, sadly. I think you dropped the Sheldred. We have nothing really good to get back off the Forager. Okay, we're gonna hope they don't have any more sweepers. I think it'd be very unlikely that they get all 4 in the opening, 10 cards. They have 52 cards left in deck? They run, more than 60, I think. Damn it. Okay. Game goes on. Shelly part 2. No stick. Alright. I mean, we'll try Gix here. Opponent holding open Emperor mana. Yeah, it's Emperor time. You greedy mofo. How do you run Farewell, 2 or 3 Sunfalls, Depopulate, and the Emperor? Mind Splice Apparatus. All 4 drops and plus. Announcement. Makes a blocker. 2 blockers. Okay. It's all out on the table. We don't have any flyers, though. We do get to threaten, we can't do it all this turn, can we? Threaten you. Yep, take a block. I think you have to run this out to have the flying threat. Decline, nothing down there. We can go for the throw a token if we really want to. I think you save it for not sure what. They might bin the Emperor to kill Gix. Don't attack. Why are you attacking? I don't like that. Okay. Depopulate again. At least we get to draw a card. Fine. Wow. How many freaking sweepers is that? Spell stutter. A little late, buddy. Okay. I mean, I guess we'll take this opportunity. Not looking good, folks. That's like 5 sweepers we've seen. 6 sweepers. That's not it either. Whew. 2, 3, 4, 5 sweepers. Wow. Sure. Actually, probably could have done that before declaring attackers, because I like the double draws. We should have just given the 1/1 tokens and try to get more flyers to win. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. Okay, about ready to scoop here. You got 5 sweepers. I'll give you the good game. But I will say, it was pretty nasty to see the, whatever the duress is, and then get it back with the Halo Forger, I think is quite good. So, we'll try again. On the play, we'll definitely keep this. Duke it. Let's go. Fairy on 1. Mono white aggro. Fast land. Flash in the Vandal. Red. We're safe to block here. I mean, unless they play Monstrous Rage, actually. It's not worth it, I guess. Let's leave it. If I was playing Boros aggro, I'd get the Monstrous Rage in there. Young Hero roll. Okay. That's if you sack it. Interesting. Alright, show me some Gix flying action. Vandal, getting in there. I'll take the card draw. Need some removal here. More Gix, alright. Opponent holding priority, maybe just with the veteran though. Heart Flame Duelist. Alright. Eat 4, getting a little spooky. Go for the throat's good. Think I run out the next Gix, drop even lower. I think you still just want to keep drawing. Okay. Yeah, down to 12, getting scary. Another Vandal. Go for throat has got to carry the team here. See if the hasty 3 mana 3/3 to grow the initiate would hurt pretty bad. Spellbook Vendor. Boros rolls. I bet they have the Archon on top. That's what I would be doing with this deck. Yeah, right. They got the 3/2. Take 6 down to 6. I do think no blocks. I think we have to draw with everything we can, hit multiple removal pieces, and take them out, and hope they can't just burn face. Pretty much any target. It's only 2 duelists away from death. Still, I think that's what we're doing here. No blocks, eat 6. Very scary. Not removal. How many can get in there? I think all of them can. We can't draw that many though. All right, let's see how many we have to draw here. We don't need to take all of these per se. A blocker is somewhat acceptable. I would love more removal. 4 is as low as I'm willing to go. Even that's pretty suspect. We're almost dead here. We're almost dead. I would love more removal though. Ooh, Sheldred, interesting. All right, let's decline. That's as low as I'm willing to go. So we don't have enough mana. Sheldred feels like the L here, so it's got to be Go for the Throat plus the Mastermind. Something like that, or untap the Fairy even. Sheldred would have been great earlier. All right, do we die this turn or not? Okay, we don't care too much about this. We'll see where they place it. I guess it's probably gonna go on itself. If we're gonna stop someone, it would be this guy before combat. So they don't get the scry. Yeah, that should be okay. They have so much mana open. I think we're gonna lose this turn. Certainly if they have Indestructible, we'll definitely lose this turn. Valorous Stance. Okay, that's game. We can play out one creature, block one thing, take 6. Untap the Fairy, take 6. Doesn't matter how you do it. Okay, a little bit behind. Need a bit more removal to get there. We'll go ahead and scoop. Good game. On the play. Can't keep this. Gix is amazing, but it's just not good enough. Okay, we'll keep you. And I guess put back the fencing here, although it's pretty similar to Go for the Throat. Okay, fast land. Sleep Cursed Fairy. Green. That's a color you don't see every day. Let's get the next fairy down. Scrap Gorger. Okay. If we're not attacking this turn, maybe we just take them off their ramp plan. Or do you kill the thing they're going to ramp into? What are they going to ramp into in this deck? Maybe just chill here a moment. We'll go Gix. We'll get Gix down. Let's do it. We're mana efficient. We can Go for Throat and maybe untap one of these things. Briefcase. Yeah, ramp is the play. But not this turn. Death Touch not stopping us right now. Backup Gix. Alright, so we're definitely going to untap you. Maybe still hold Go for the Throat? So this just removes a stun counter. So no point in doing that now. We can still hold Go for the Throat. Definitely not trading with the Death Toucher. Let's get the flyer in there. Alright, start drawing me cards. Vandal also can be flashed in. Okay. I mean, that's an absurd number of draws next turn. Let's see if we have to Go for the Throat something here, though. So it's 6 mana total. Nissa. Okay, we don't have a counterspell. So that is what it is. But these things don't have reach, right? Yeah, no they don't. +1. Sure. No blocks there. I think we're just flashing in the Vandal. Okay, we're about to draw a ton of cards off of Gix. And then hopefully just keep hitting removal and kind of do whatever we want for the rest of the game. I think we take the draws. We could send Gix in against Nissa and just burn the removal spell now. I don't absolutely hate that. So we'll pick you off so they can chump block here. Means you don't have a counter ready, but do we need to counter something in green? Safekeeping. That is extremely unfortunate. At least we still get the triggers off and we have backup Gix. But they're down to 8. I'll still take this action. We got time to kill. Okay. I guess they can't -7 here, so I think we're still safe from lethal. I mean, our lethal's presented, so they have to have removal or another safekeeping to gain some life here. Scoop. Okay. Yeah, I don't love that we ran the Gix in there. Should have obviously done go for the throw before declaring attackers, but it's okay. On the draw, this is okay. Slow Boros. Definitely going for Fae on 1. Sweet artwork. Farmhand. Alright. Not sure what opponent is up to yet. Can definitely hold on to a couple options here. Might counter like a Celestis. Not countering that. Rather get the Mastermind in. I think they're going to have plenty of land regardless. Another tap land, gain a life, okay. Alright, we don't have anyone to block you. We don't really care anyway, though. So, whatever. It's fine. Alright, we'll just get another attacker down. Shelly could be useful eventually. But for now, we're just holding on to the counter spells. Swing for 2. No blocks. It's fine. That's all. Yeah, we can... The good Emperor. We'll do this. We'll pay 2. I kind of doubt the Emperor now. More land is okay. Now we just swing in and hold counter spells every turn. It's the Emperor. He didn't do it last turn. I will nab you this turn. Okay, down to 15. We got the next spell stutter in hand. They keep going, let it go. Nope, I'll try again. All right, now we're out of gas. Do you have more stuff for us? Not the cards you want to see. I think we hold on to Takenuma, actually. And yeah, we'll just see if they have another sweeper. Because we might want to Takenuma and get back Sheldred. It'll be really slow, but it is possible. Lockdown. Okay. Another farmhand. Can easily remove that. Nice. I guess we have to do X equals 1 here. Yeah, they shouldn't have anything to pump this. I still think we might Takenuma. I think we're going to hold it. Flash in the Fairy. Down to 2. Emperor gains life. We can't kill our own children in response. That means they go up to 4. Yup. Okay. Flash Flyer. Ego Drain is not bad here. Let's see what's going on. Children's exiled anyway. Okay, I will take that. I think you go face. I think you push for lethal. We know exactly what's in their hand. You can plus if you want. And here. Scoop. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. On the play, we'll definitely keep this. Slow land into Vandal, into Gix, I think. Mono red. Chick. Alright, that can actually be blocked by the Vandal. I think that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Feldon. You could counter that instead. Gix and hope to fencing it later? That's spooky. At least we know we now have the chick here, though. Alright. This ain't that bad. Here, eat the chick. It's okay. Kicks and attack is pretty scary. You don't have to do it. You could hold spell stutter and the fencing. You could fence now. But you're going to do so well next turn. I'm too greedy. Let's go. Let's go. I'm too greedy. Get in there. We got counter spells. We got removal. We'll be fine. Give me the card draw. More land. All right. All right. We took a turn off. Let's see what they got. Swift Spear. No blocks. I'm going to keep my Gix. This is the big turn. We lose a lot of life. Then we try to get back with removal and counter spells. Cool. I would like to hit more removal. I would. I refuse to not attack. Yeah, draw 2, lose more life. Come on, give me something to go with fairy fencing. That's all I want. Sheldred. Not bad. Do we need more than Sheldred? Sheldred's excellent. We have a lot of great cards in hand. Let's not be overly greedy. Now when we attack, we net up 1 per card we draw. Opponent's down to 12. Evenly matched. I still think no blocks here. Take 3, 2 lightning strikes, drop really low, but still get the Sheldred draws. Down to 9. They scoop. Yeah. Yeah, you know you can't beat Shelly. That's why it's in the deck. It's earned its place. There are a lot of sexy fairy cards to play on 4, but Shelly does the job. We can keep this. Mono red. Probably got to be cut down. And technically it has to be right now, in case they have double play with fire. Not guaranteed, but certainly possible. Untap land would be huge, then we could fairy and then also hold up fencing. Alright, untap land, come on. Nope. That's okay though. That can happen on their turn. Slow and defensive so far. Okay. Alright, we're gonna eat some damage then. Down to 15. We can fairy and fencing. Might have to think about Monstrous Rage. Ego Drain. Probably don't have time for you yet. I think you play around Monstrous Rage here. It's legendary. Chance to have Monstrous Rage versus chance to have another Godric. I think you do this now. I think Monstrous Rage is too big of a blowout. Alright, -3. Let's see if you got the backup. Down to 11. Play with fire to the face. The upkeep scry. Another land, do nothing. Okay. This looks like an ego drain to me. But what's in their hand? We're going to ego drain, they're going to burn face, then we counter it? Is that really what we want to be doing? I think you just want to counter the creatures. This seems almost useless. Right, if they have 2 burn spells in hand, they just lightning strike in response. There's no way they have a creature in hand because nothing they would play. So I think you play out the next fairy here and hold spell stutter. I think if they have burn, they're just going to use it in response to ego drain. I don't think there's any reason to do that. We can always untap the fairy. They do nothing. It's pretty weird. They scoop. I think it's just all land. Yeah, I don't think ego drain makes sense. I think you just hold spell starter for the next creature they draw into. Honestly, I'm going to keep this. Get black down early. White Skrelv. That's cut down target. All 4 Sheldreds. Okay, we're going to need the next black source. Okay. Yeah, we're going to pick this thing off. No stick. What's your 2-drop? Maybe nothing. It is nothing. Takenuma, I know we're going to want to play, basically. It's in fact enchantments with a little bit of Skrelv built in. Okay, here comes the first of our 4 Sheldreds. Let's see what you got. see if you have 4 Ossifies ready to go. They might actually, because they've kind of had a weird sequence. Ossify number 1. Okay, 3 to the face. Sheldra number 2. Calyx. More counters. Probably trading here. Ossify number 2. Okay. Okay. On the play with the curve, we will keep this. Attaboy. Fastland into the Sleep Fairy, Sleep Curse Fairy. 1 mana 3/3 Flying Ward 2. Mono red, Kumano. Okay. Well, we get to be on the play, so we can probably just counter this thing here. Interestingly enough, another Kumano. Okay. Get this guy cooking a little faster. That's a good spell. Alright, we'll Gix here. Ideally hit land for Sheldra this coming turn. No blocks. We want to keep the draw. We're going to get a little own life, but we do need land to hit children. Black. Oh, okay. Scoop. Let's go. Fairies are busted. All right. Thank you for staying to the end. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, a comment, and a subscribe. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.